BassResinator here. I don't know if any of you have seen the movie How to Train Your Dragon or the series that came out afterwards based on it. But that's what this mold is. I have it inside out, and this is the Night Fury. In the movie, they call him Toothless. But these are his eyes. And what I want, he has kind of greenish, goldish eyes. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to pour it all black resin, but I want to do his eyes, and I'm going to do them with Let's Resin Intense Chameleon, green and gold. I'm going to try and mix those so that it's not too green and not too gold, if that makes sense. And then if the middle gets covered, then I will go over and clear that up. But in order for me to get this to mix, I need to get a little bit of this green, because this goes a long ways. I'm not going to need very much of it. There's the green. And there's the gold. So now what I need to do is mix those together. And I'm going to do that with what I'm going to use to color the eyes. And that is one of these little foam makeup thingies. Instead of going with just a yellow, because that yellow one is backed by black resin, changes and it doesn't look good. So now there's that one. I'm going to have to go on and clean the edge. Okay, that's all I'm going to do with that. Well, that part of it. Now, to clean up, I think I'm going to use one of these other tiny brushes and spritz some alcohol on the tip of it so that I can get a little finer edge on this. And I'll get the rest of that cleaned up with I'm just sitting here looking at it and I missed a spot. Or maybe when I was going around with the big wipe, I touched it. Now when I put this back so that these are on the inside, I hope I don't dislodge any of that powder. And then the black from the resin that I pour in there will be the pupils. And I can, and I'm already thinking I will, go over the pupil with black UV resin after it's out. So now, this is not a gigantic mold. I got some down here. Oh, and it's smeared on his forehead area. I'm looking at that down inside the mold. Well, maybe I just have to paint this guy after it's all said and done. Let's look at that. Got it all over. All over me. All over me. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, shoot. You know what? If I don't get this wiped off now, it's going to leave a mess. So all of this for naught. What I can do is use that stuff that I did here and put UV resin clear on it. And after I get it out, I can do his eyes, because it's every time I put this inside out, or out, like how it is right now, inside out. And then when I go back outside, outside in, when I put it in the shape of the mold, it's going to keep rubbing that off. So I just need to cut my losses right here. Not worry about that. Put that over there. I don't need that right now. Clean up my mat. Put that thingy over there. Put this back. Okay, now. Well, I know I'm going to use these colors. So, yeah. Now the tail, you're going to have to squeeze on that, and possibly on the head. What it looks like in the catalog that I ordered it from, it looks really close to the original. So I'm hoping to do it justice, because I really like that show. Okay, I'll be back after I get the resin mixed up. And I don't think I need much for this. Maybe at most 2 ounces. Okay. Okay, I have mixed up my black epoxy resin. This is the one that's from Let's Resin. Those bubbles popped off the top of there. And we'll start doing this. Let me see if I can go in that tail area first. Yep. Squeezing it. No bubbles coming up, so that is a good sign. Now, going down into the head area. Now I ended up making 2.5 ounces. I'd rather be on the safe side than the sorry side, because this thing does have a pretty good sized head. It is a dragon after all. Squeeze that head just to make sure there's nothing. Do this while I can, because if that were full, I would not be able to do that. I would have a major mess. What kind of mess? A major mess. Okay, just a little bit more. And I'll have to do the eye surgery postpartum. Okay, I'll come back to you when I am done, or when it's time to unmold. I didn't have the microphone on. Crazy me. I'll have to dub over the top. I don't like doing that. Takes longer to edit. Oh no. Got a little bit out of where it should have been. Goodness. Okay, I can always go with a second coat on it in a bit. Okay. I don't think I need to go over that. It's really bright. Boom, boom, boom. Now, get me the black resin over here. And I'm going to go in that same little pot, but over on this side. Okay, wow. That really brings that out. Trying to make the pupils the same size. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. Look at that. Uh-huh. Pretty cool. Now, to solve the problem on the bottom here. You know, what I will do there is just come in with a dab from the bottle and build it up a little bit at a time, because if you try and do it all at once, it's too thick and it won't cure. When it turns greenish, it's hard. That's what I found out with this. Ooh. Go down just a little bit more, or build it up just a little bit more, and I think I'll have it good enough. And this is the way you build it up, build it up, build it up. So if you look at it from the side, it's not sharp anymore, whereas this one is very sharp, and it looks like it's just the end. Now, if I were to get another one and get it without any bubbles, then we'd see exactly how it's supposed to be, and somebody'd say, hey, mine came out different. So yours came out unique, just like you. Everybody needs to be unique. Make sure you pronounce it correctly. You don't want to be eunuch. Oh man, I'm going too crazy on you. Crazy on you. And there we have him. Wish I could make his eyes glow, but they're glowing pretty good right now. Yeah, Toothless. Now I'm gonna have to make his girlfriend that he meets in another one. And she is a white. All white. So maybe I will try that next time. Okay. If you are a subscriber of mine, thank you so much for subscribing. If you are not, consider it. The numbers keep going up, which is really crazy. I'm just doing I just did a giveaway for my 2,000 subscriber, and had 3 companies donate for the cause, and yeah. So if you missed out on that, sorry, but if you become a subscriber, then you'll know about all the next ones. If you do become a subscriber, and it's really easy, you just go down and push subscribe at the bottom of the screen. Right next to it, there's a little icon of a bell right next to the subscribe button. And if you click that, then anytime I do something new, you'll be alerted. And I also have channel memberships. So if you would like to be a channel member, there are 2 levels. There's the Blue Bonnet level and the Indian Paintbrush level. Indian Paintbrush is level 2. If you want to become a channel member, you can push join. Now, if you do that, it does cost a very small amount, $1.99 for Blue Bonnet, $2.99 for Indian Paintbrush. Then you'll get other perks that are not available to everybody else. So if you want to do that, I would love to have you on the team. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. You got black frogs. Got a black Night Fury with penetrating eyes. Yeah. Okay. Oh, stick around. I'm going to have some stills of this guy. Get up close and personal. Yeah. That looks cool. Okay. We'll see you for the next one. Bye.